Hello and welcome to No Laughing Matter.
Hi there.
This episode has a lot of history, and now in more than one way.
This episode has about 15 minutes worth of history.
Yeah.
Are you talking just like about the technical problems we had?
I'm talking about the technical problems and the fact we're now in double digits.
Oh yes, good point. Happy anniversary.
We say anniversary, we're probably the most infrequent podcast on the web,
Yeah.
which is what we're talking. Probably also the most low tech, as in we have posh tech around, but none of it wants to work with each other.
Exactly.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's great.
Waving his fist at us beyond the grave. The laptop we're currently working on, if anybody listening to this sneezes, the power cable falls out, and then that's it. We go dark.
Yeah, we do.
So we're currently propping it up with a baby book.
Yes, that's true.
To also reduce the noise of the fan. Apologies. But we started as we meant to go on, and we started like this.
We should start on a positive. It's episode number 10.
It is.
Which, going back, months ago,
Yeah.
when we started, we were like, oh, this would be a good idea. And now we're on episode 10, so, we're getting
We're
there.
moving along.
We're
Slowly but surely.
crawling our way up the tables. So what's on your mind today then, Dom? You had a list of things. I've been reading your emails. Pro tip, when you leave someone else's house, log out of your email.
Basically, I email myself ideas so I don't forget them, and also so that I can access them anywhere. However, upon accessing
It's a very Minority Report of you.
Upon accessing them the last time I was here, you read the emails labelled podcast.
I didn't. I scanned over them, saw if they were interesting, and then I looked for more incriminating emails instead.
Which did you find any? I mean, let's share that now. I'm confident enough in my inbox.
Your emails are very boring.
Yeah, that's good.
They are very boring.
The emails this may break your heart, but the email address I use for the podcasts, I also use for spam mail.
Oh, good. It's nice to know how highly you think.
Which is maybe
of
why
this.
I'm not too worried about leaving it logged on anyway.
Okay, well that's fine. Well, I had a look through. There's some things in there. Ridley Scott.
I tell you what. With that amazing segue, let's just go. Basically, I feel like you've grown as a person, and so I'm going to give you a quiz. Basically,
I've put on weight. Yeah.
So I've written a quiz.
Subtle way to bring it up.
Well, I could have just. Hey, you look healthy.
Hey, I lost 5 pounds this week. Don't touch me.
We've been fighting.
We have. We've had a very tense morning.
It's
proper
been,
tense.
Yeah.
I mean, we're hardly best of friends at the best of times, but no, that's not
friends at the best of times.
A new theme tune, right? Yeah, in the can.
Nice.
But no, it's been.
We just have to remove the sound of the fan in post.
Clean it all up in post.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So
basically, it's going to test your film knowledge.
Okay, yeah, I like that. This is good. I like this.
Maybe expand some stuff you don't know.
It reminds me of the first podcast we did when we talked about our favourite film. But yeah, going back to our roots.
What's worked well, what hasn't worked well. The baby test was a highlight for me. How I laughed.
Yeah, having a baby was a highlight for me.
You've had a baby.
The live podcast with my son in the room.
Yeah, we have had our first photo shoot together, and then I moved into an industry selling photo shoots to people.
That's a good point, actually.
So it's all come.
In hindsight, I expected better results. But...
Yeah, I mean, the test. Yeah.
And I have fond memory. Do you remember during the baby test when I left the room to go and get the book? And
yeah, I mean, because I've kind of
broke your solo recording virginity, and it was beautiful.
Nice.
All right, come on and test me.
True or false?
Right.
So you've got a 50-50 chance of getting these right if you're just guessing. Okay?
I love it.
All right, but I reckon you're going to get more right anyway.
Okay.
I have tested this on other people.
Right.
There have been mixed results.
Has it been tested on animals?
This is the thing. This is why it's going to be an interesting test for you. Not only whether you're going to know your film knowledge, but also how well you know me. Because this is really interesting. When I've asked people this test who know me quite well, they've been able to work out which ones are true and which ones are false. Not based on film knowledge,
right? But
based on I reckon you made that up.
I am moist with anticipation.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Great. So first question.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe and Ridley Scott spent 2 weeks sleeping and hunting in the woods together while working on the script for Robin Hood. The trip was unfortunately cut short when they were seen by a local family who called the police about suspicious men. I'm using quotation fingers.
Well, they were. Okay.
In the woods, leading them both to be arrested. True or false?
Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe.
Yep.
Okay.
Russell Crowe is quite method.
Is he method though? I was trying to think. Is he a method?
He's Methodist.
If you looked at his acting, you wouldn't think he's method. You thought he was kind of a 5-minute kind of guy.
Well, Mark Kermode.
What am I, British? Okay, let's go.
Mark Kermode says a really interesting thing about this is tying in the weight thing. Look
right, if you're referencing Mark Kermode, it's true.
Where he says that if Russell Crowe puts on weight in a muscle way, it's like an action, schlocky, blockbuster, stupid film. And if he puts it on around the middle, therefore it's some kind of art house, clever, technical movie.
Thank you, Tea Lady.
We didn't have a tea lady when we first started. Look at us now.
I know. I'm tempted to ask if anyone's died recently.
Okay.
Thank you.
No
darling.
one has died.
I haven't checked my sources.
Okay. So, Russell Crowe spending 2 weeks in the woods.
True.
False.
Oh.
Made that one up. Complete
Really?
lie. Yep.
I didn't think you were that creative, but okay.
Nice. Great way to kick that off. Okay. Due to complicated contractual obligations.
Now, you can't spell those words, so I'm thinking false. No, true, because you'd have to copy it off the internet.
The part
No, I'm going true.
It just...
Based on my knowledge of you, the fact that... What are those first 3 words?
Damn it. Due to complicated contractual obligations.
You couldn't spell complicated contractual obligations, so I'm quite impressed you can read it. So it's got to be true because you copied it from a source.
You've not read this. I took this into account.
Is it true or false?
When... I'm going to leave suspense. I took that into account when writing the test, which is why you can't see my bit of paper.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So the spelling could be terrible.
But it's an interesting theory.
It's true.
And it's paid off. You're right. Okay.
Yes!
Due to complicated contractual obligations, the part of John McClane in Die Hard had to first be offered to Frank Sinatra, who was 73 at the time.
Nice. I like that.
True fact. Do you want to
Really?
know why that is true? Because I did my research. Because I was like, must be bullshit.
Yeah, it does smell slightly. Yeah, why is that true?
Because John McClane, the character, is based on a series of books.
Right.
And they turned the first book in the series, which wasn't the John McClane trapped in a building with, Alan Rickman talking mostly without his lips touching his teeth. In that way he does, get me the detonators. You can sort of do a poor Alan Rickman
We're doing
impression.
50 Shades of Alan Rickman.
Exactly. And then he removed the bullet clamps. It's true that you can do a poor Alan Rickman impression just by not having your lips, hello.
Yeah, but then you got to
Harry
kind of bring it up to the throat like
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Well, anyway,
You failed chemistry.
see, it's good, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
good.
thank you.
You couldn't see the faces we were pulling; they were genuinely priceless.
It's like the surprised look of a blow-up doll.
So, with this book being the sequel, Die Hard being the sequel to this first book,
Just called Die.
something I don't know. Yeah,
Die medium to rare.
yeah. Frank Sinatra played the character in an early adaptation in the 50s.
Right.
And he was kind of, obliged by contract to be in any sequel as the character.
Right,
So he
I
had
see.
to turn the part down.
Did he have to turn it down though? He could have accepted.
He could have. I mean,
The film would have sucked, but...
I don't know. See, I was with you. I was like, wow, that could have been different. But then I was like,
Yippee-ki-yay.
yeah. But
Mother
no,
flippers.
but he wasn't an awful actor. And can you imagine if it was a 73-year-old man?
He was
in
quite
that
fat
position?
by 73, wasn't he?
He was quite tall.
That wouldn't be cast slander or anything. If you, I assume he was fat. I've seen pictures of him. I don't know if he was 73, but he was quite...
Next question.
Next question.
Ben Affleck
Right.
was first screen tested for a Batman movie playing the role of Robin alongside Val Kilmer. He was offered the role by Joel Schumacher, one would assume, but had to turn it down as him and Matt Damon had just sold the rights to their script, and this would be Good Will Hunting, the film that would later win him the Oscar.
Right, so...
You got to do your maths here.
I have got to do my maths on my years. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know what year Good Wilting Hunt came out.
Good Wilting Hunt.
Yeah.
Good Wilting Hunt to you, sir. It sounds like a really old Victorian public holiday.
It does, an old Victorian insult.
Yeah.
So I don't know when that film came out. I don't know when Batman... Which film was it?
Imagine-
Batman Nipples.
It was just Batman Forever? And then it was Batman and Robin, wasn't it?
Forever.
Yeah,
that was with Poison Ivy, wasn't it? And Mr. Freeze.
To jump back, imagine...
I love that film.
Imagine Alan Rickman read it. Good hunting, Wills. Anyway.
Good hunting, Wills, Mr. Potter.
Yeah, you're better at it than I am.
Thank you. Well, there we go.
Speech with them down.
Regular slot. I want to say true, but I think if it was true, it's something that would come up with the whole Affleck gate, with him being Batman.
Affleck gate.
Yeah, I know. Incidentally, we started watching Argo the other night. Looks like a really good film. I got bored and fell asleep.
Which is the mark of a really good film with you or me.
Yeah, that's true.
This is amazing.
I don't know. I think it'd be a good Batman, but I don't want to take it down that route. But
my
you said to me before,
put the levels through the
I
roof.
know, just see smoke coming out the laptop. That wasn't hiss. That was snore.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's been chewed over, but you told me to watch Argo to see kind of like what Ben Affleck was like. It's pretty good.
I don't think Argo is a like.
What, that Oscar-winning film that he wrote, directed,
No.
and starred in?
As in, like, I don't think it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's him as Batman.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he nails
to the console.
He nails Batman and Argo. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think Kevin Smith said
it's not diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I'm gonna go true. I want to say false.
Okay.
It sounds like it's feasible enough to be true because obviously even big name actors got to put their names to all these big films, get involved. Ben Affleck is the kind of guy who probably auditioned for something like Batman Forever because it's part of a franchise. You know, it's going to be big. He wants to be part of it. And then him and his best friend Matt Damon got this side project that finally takes off, and he thinks, right, I'll stick my money on that horse. I thought,
which was good for the
absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been more common knowledge with him now being Batman. It might have been something churned up by, you know, Empire or something, but I don't know. I'm going true.
It's false.
Son of a gun. Is there an element of truth in that, or is it all just pure fabrication?
I wrote down a couple of facts and then was shocked to find that there was a version of that around.
Right, okay.
But to my knowledge, I plucked that one out of my own head, basically.
Wow, okay, all right. Damn, it sounded so feasible. Is the test over?
During the time that Pierce Brosnan was contracted to play James Bond, in the small print of the contract, it banned him from appearing in a tuxedo in any other film.
In a what?
Tuxedo.
That's better.
What did I say?
Tuxedo.
Oh, I was reading it.
That's like a Mexican town.
Do you want to know how I spelt that?
Yeah, I kind of do a little.
Tuxito.
Wow, okay. Next time I read your emails, I'm going to go back and just spell check them as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He was banned from appearing in a tuxedo in any other film?
While he was playing James Bond, yeah.
And who was this? This was...
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, that sounds true. I'm not going for the 50-50 theory. If I say true to everything, I'm going to be half right. But, you know, the writers, directors want to protect their IP, and if you've got James Bond if you've got Pierce Brosnan in a tuxedo in another film, it's going to kind of cheapen the role if the film's not very good. It's taking the creative control out of their hands. And it's a minor clause as well. It's something I'd imagine they'd write in. I'm going to go, that is absolutely true.
It is true, yes. Good work.
I'm going to have a celebratory sip of coffee.
And I'm going to find you the next question.
Because I suppose, you know, if he was in a tuxedo and it was something like, I don't know, Sharks versus Zombies or some real cheap B-movie thing, which I don't think he'd do at the time.
You could put him on the cover in a tuxedo and then, you know...
In a what?
I've got at home, basically I bought it on the ground of how terrible it was. It was a Bond box set. You know,
okay,
double Bond DVD for the price of not even half of one.
Right.
And then I looked at the box and it was like Casino Royale in big letters, and I was like, okay. And then underneath it was Never Say Never Again, and I was like, hang on. And I picked up the box because Never Say Never Again, was the film that got made. That was not really a Bond film, but it's got Sean Connery playing James Bond by like another studio.
Right.
And I was like, that's a dire film. You know, I'll never watch it again, was what my dad calls it. Like, even in sentence, he's like, oh, you mean I'll never watch it again? I was like, yeah, that film.
That's quite clever.
And Casino Royale isn't the, you know, awe-inspiring Daniel Craig man cheesecake nurse that he is.
He is Mal Cheesecake. Was that the first film he did?
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty big then.
This is a version in the 60s made with Peter Sellers as a sort of comedy spoof. It was like £1, and I bought it because I was this is ridiculous. I'm going to give somebody this for Christmas.
Excellent.
And they're going to be excited for all of 3 seconds.
Yeah, just like you were.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Christmas is all about, raising hopes and destroying them.
In the opening credits of Watchmen.
Yes. Oh, I love that one.
We see Night Owl, bloody hell, fouling a mugger. I don't It was late. I had a few
foiling a mugger.
I had a few beers when I was...
you see Night Owl foiling a mugger.
Yep.
The mugger who actually turns out to be the mugger who kills Bruce Wayne's parents.
Great.
Was that the question?
Yeah, that was literally the question.
Yeah, because you actually see them in the background, and on the posters in the back, it's got Gotham Opera, and it's the name of the opera.
Yeah, nice.
And there's a German word that means Batman.
The German word is...
Batmannen.
Fledermaus. So F-L-E-D-E-R-M-A-U.
Fledermaus.
Yeah. Which is German and means bat. Yeah, which is the show they're watching. True. Great. Awesome.
Yeah. Did you get that one from Cracked?
No, I didn't.
I did. That's how I knew about that. Yeah.
The Marvel movie Captain America: The First Avenger had a tricky path to worldwide distribution. It was re-edited in Germany to remove the scene where Steve Rogers punches Adolf Hitler in the face, as in Germany it is illegal to dress as both Adolf Hitler on stage and in public, and they were worried that children would recreate this iconic scene. While in Vietnam, it was both re-edited and renamed to The Soldier and the Shield.
I think in Germany it is illegal to do representations of the Third Reich or anything associated, so that sounds feasible. I don't remember a scene where Steve Rogers does punch Adolf Hitler.
When
it's not Adolf Hitler, it's Hugo Weaving.
No, but when in the show, do you remember when he's on stage and he's like, and it's the song?
Oh, God,
and then that guy dressed as Hitler.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of like a climactic showdown.
And he punches him, and then there's have you got any training to do this? Yeah. I've punched Adolf Hitler in their face 15 times.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I also liked my Chris Evans there. It was, nice, very breathy, almost. Anyway, doesn't matter. True or false?
Oh, I don't know. Are you giving me a time, a deadline?
Well,
What is this Mastermind? Don't you mean Countdown?
I don't know, okay.
The true spirit of Christmas. I don't know or care. Damn it. This is quite
Casino Royale. I don't know or care.
It's not a DVD. I want to say true because it sounds... I know that it is illegal to kind of recreate that stuff in Germany. I don't... But I think it's... The whole thing as a package is false because I don't think they would have re-edited it in Vietnam as The Man and the Sword because that's just craziness. I'm going elements of truth, but a package of false. A bundle of lies.
Overall false.
Thank you. Thank you. And
however,
good night.
This was the most difficult one to write that I found it hard to do research on because I was like, well, it could have been edited in Vietnam. It could have been renamed. I think the only place it was actually renamed was in Korea.
Okay.
And it was called The First Avenger. It wasn't called Captain America.
Well, of course, everything's a little bit,
But, and I think this is the other thing. I was like, I'm sure it is illegal to dress as Hitler.
I'm nearly convinced it is, yeah.
But, as it should be, I'd imagine there.
Well, they probably don't encourage it. I mean, their school plays don't include it.
But that's the thing. I was like, so... Yeah, as far as I know, I made that up.
Are we keeping track of score here?
Nope.
How am I doing?
I'll go through at the end.
All right, okay, excellent. How many more have we got left?
A few.
Excellent.
When Steven Spielberg was working on Schindler's List, he would frequently call Robin Williams. On speakerphone, he would tell jokes to improve the morale on set.
Steven Spielberg would tell Robin Williams jokes to make everyone else feel better.
Many of these jokes would end up being used as lines in a film that Robin Williams was currently working on at the time. Can you guess what film that was?
Aladdin.
It was Aladdin, yeah.
I read your emails.
Did you read this one?
Yeah, I did.
Do you know if it's true or false?
I can't remember.
Okay, great. Win!
Yeah. True.
How can I trust you through any of this now? Given how specific you've been on that question. You're like, if I get that one wrong... Oh yeah, I read it on Cracked.
No, I'm just going to go true because that is just so... I would have absolutely no background knowledge. I mean, would the lines in Aladdin that the genie says be the kind of stuff that Robin Williams would say to Steven Spielberg? What film was it? E.T.? Jurassic Park? What film were you talking about?
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. I was thinking, why would they need cheering up on E.T.? It's a wonderful film. True.
It is true.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, interesting side note: George Lucas, Steven Spielberg didn't take any money as director. Didn't take any pay from that film because he said it would be blood money. Which I thought was both interesting and poignant.
It's good. It's a good gesture, and you can't knock a good gesture.
Yeah, we both sipped at the same time, which created this
just kind of had a poignant moment then, just taking it all in. Yeah, so that's true, yeah.
So, when visiting the set of Jaws, George Lucas got his head stuck in the mechanical shark after Steven Spielberg playing a prank on him before the shark malfunctioned.
No, that's got to be false because it's
true.
Oh,
I love the idea that somewhere, for some time, George Lucas's head was stuck in the mechanical shark.
With Steven Spielberg just panicking and smashing the controller. Oh my god!
Steven, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Steven.
Please let me work with you on Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Indiana Jones, you say? I have one of those.
Wow.
After working on Indiana Jones movies, Harrison Ford got so involved in the character, he actually developed a phobia of snakes.
No, that's false.
False, yeah.
Of course it's false. They used rubber snakes when they were shooting it.
No, they didn't.
Well, okay, they used real ones, but they put it behind plexiglass, because in some of the unedited versions you can see the reflection.
Only the cobra was behind plexiglass. The rest of the snakes were just around.
Well, they were pussies anyway. I'm just insulting snake. Goddamn snakes.
There's a brilliant behind the scenes of Indiana Jones where Steven Spielberg is looking at that room and he's like, we need more snakes. Get every snake farmer you can in here. And they did. They're just pouring out bins of snakes. And they were like... And also,
Harrison Ford's thinking, F this shit.
There's a really good scene as well where Steven Spielberg is holding a snake up. And he's like... And because it turns... in the film where he's like... they're like whipping the fire to kind of get them away. The set was so cold that the snakes were going towards the fire to heat up. So Steven Spielberg is holding this snake with a script and going, the script says you hate fire, but you like fire. You're ruining my movie.
Is this the same guy who trapped someone's head in a shop?
Yeah,
wow.
He's a hack. He's nothing but a hack.
Yeah, he's just bluffing. I'd like to see his credentials. Right, what else you got for me?
Just maybe one more, actually.
That's fine, I'll have one more.
Oh, two more.
All right, they better be good. Sorry, I'm just...
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
While George Lucas... George Lucas banned the Star Wars movies from being shown in Holland on his discovery that the word Vader means father, and this would spoil the big reveal at the end of the second movie.
I don't think it'd ban it from Holland just because of a name thing. Why would they ban a film? Why would they exclude a pretty large audience on the basis that...
it's not that large.
Well, it's a country. I mean, come on.
Okay, well, okay.
No, I don't think they'd exclude it just because of Vader. I mean, Vader is also German for farmer. Farmer? Father.
Is it?
Potentially.
Führer is means father.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not German.
Going back to the Hitler thing.
That's why they was
called. And my friend of mine has adopted German parents, and so he says, well, they're not his. He does actually have biological parents as well, but he stayed with this family, and he says, I'm going to go and visit the Führer. And when he first told me that, I lost my. I was like, sorry, like assuming he was going to go to the grave, and which there isn't one. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, where he's. But anyway, that's how my head works.
Whoa, okay.
And then he was like, no, sorry, it means.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
I'm going false.
Okay, it is false.
Of course, it's false. Why would you ban it?
Vader does mean father in.
Yeah, I knew that. It's like start of Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
The first bit where they're saying it in I think it's Arabic or something, and you're watching it and you don't understand Arabic and you think, my God, they've got it hostage. This is a ransom note. But anyone who understands Arabic is like
my gran.
Like, does she?
Yep.
Your gran knows Arabic.
Yep.
Wow.
She was born in Palestine.
Is that in Arabia?
Doesn't technically exist anymore.
Arabia or Palestine or your gran?
Well, Okay, one question at a time. Gran, yes. Arabia, I don't know. I think Arabia wasn't... Oh, I don't know. This could be my real ignorance here. Yeah. Like, Arabia... I feel Arabia is more like saying the West Country.
The West Country is not Arabia.
No. But, like, the West Country isn't a specific place. It's a group of places that you refer to as the West Country. So I have a feeling that Arabia...
You just gave me a reassuring pat on the arm then as you're explaining.
I'm just going to rub you. That Arabia...
Like, bless you, you don't know.
No. This is more like helping me... Anyway, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, she was born in Palestine, and so she speaks.
Excellent. Again, it's something to start the film if you would ruin it. But, oh, actually, yeah. I picked up Star Wars the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The first film out of the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
The trilogy, just the 3 films they made.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of obviously show it to my son. And it's so, because when we watch it now, even though he's only young, I don't want to give away the big reveal.
Do you know? Yeah.
I mean, luckily he doesn't speak Dutch, so that's okay.
Yeah, I've been teaching him a little bit.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, it's quite exciting. It's exciting when you've got like this new person and they don't know the twist. And I tell you what, Sixth Sense is going to blow his little mind.
Oh my god, I'm just going to make a list of things. But anyway.
I'll check your emails, make sure you don't. Next question.
The dog playing Toto was paid more than most of the Munchkins in The Wizard of Oz.
True. I'm going to go true because it's the main character.
True.
Yeah.
The dog was reported to have been received.
Did you write these drunk?
I was a little drunk.
Dog money.
The dog was reported to have received approximately $125 a week.
That's a lot of money.
To a dog.
That's a lot of money to me.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, yeah, that's those. So,
that was very good. I like that. I know something about film. I still know not much about you other than the fact you can't spell big words. Which kind of put me in the right direction.
Which everyone knows now. Well, this is kind of like an A&A meeting for just me as a dyslexic.
Yeah. A&A, are you sure?
Read the A&E. Yeah, one of those A&E meetings.
No, I enjoyed that. So what I noticed you'd brought something else for discussion today.
I did. Well,
show the class.
I was basically I've been staying at my grand's house.
Yeah.
You know, just
why not?
On and off. To come and visit you because you both live close to each other.
Exactly.
And I was looking through some presents for men.
Wow.
And No.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of wanted to highlight the ridiculousness of Christmas. We were also highlighting in the last podcast.
Well, I like Christmas, but I'm willing to accept it can be a little bit silly now and then.
Well, I think, yeah. So
we should just explain what we've got in our hands right now.
Yeah, it's like a free pamphlet that like came with a magazine they're subscribed.
It's like when they fall out of magazines, like if you've ever bought like Kerrang and then all of a sudden like a Hot Topic little brochure falls out and things like that. Kind of semi-related at-home shopping stuff that, I mean, you're not letting me see this, but it looks fantastic even from here.
Well, that's because I'm trying to find some stuff that I
mean, genuinely, I'm struggling what to get my dad for Christmas. So
have you? Well, does your dad like wine glasses? And also, like,
he loses his shit over wine glasses.
Like tumblers.
Oh, tumblers! The man is we're getting help because he loves tumblers.
But does he ever look at a wine glass or a tumbler and go, "Do you know what? That just isn't wonky enough."
That might as well be our doorbell because he says it so often.
What you want is the wonky wine glass and tipsy tumbler, which are literally...
let's have a look.
Which are literally just kind of wine, you know.
Watch with amusement as your friends desperately try to correct their faulty vision when faced with these wonky drink glasses. So it's basically... That's just a product of shonky manufacturing, isn't it?
That they've gone, hang on a minute.
Hang on a second,
like,
we can sell this.
Like Post-it notes. They were trying to invent a super strong glue, invented a super weak one, and we're like, hang on.
But the thing is, that's not trying to invent a super straight glass, and it's kind of wiggly. And I thought, ooh,
I think
we've got something.
I think they did. In that factory, they were like, make the glass.
It's such a weird way, you know. Watch with amusement as your friends desperately try to correct their faulty vision. Watch with amusement while your friends panic at their ever-deteriorating eyesight.
Jess, sorry, you came in the room, so I'm going to ask you something. Do you like loo brushes? No. Not a leading question.
No.
You not like loo brushes?
No.
They're quite ugly, aren't they?
Yeah,
they just unhygienic. They're ugly. They're dirty.
Covered in poo.
Always covered in poo.
We're going to edit this so you're actually talking about something other than loo brushes.
So, but have you ever looked at? You thought, is there a way that I can make this loo brush incognito? Right. That you can sit there and no one will know. But what you need, Jess, is the wine bottle loo brush. Looks like just a bottle of wine, which, you just happen to have
in
by
every
the toilet. Yeah. This sturdy, which is good, you always want that in a loo brush. This sturdy, authentically sized replica bottle holds a loo brush and is both functional and fun.
Fun?
Fun?
Do you ever have fun?
Fun.
Made from ABS resin, while a high-quality bristle brush and aluminium cap. It is presented in a wine bag-shaped clear box, so that when you give somebody a gift, you go, "Hey, have a bottle of wine, loo brush."
I think it kind of solves that problem. Like me and Jess talked about this the other day. Wine bottle bags.
Yeah.
If you give someone a present in a bottle bag, they know they're getting a bottle. That kind of that's brilliant because it's
Have you ever been playing with bubble wrap? You ever played with bubble wrap?
I'm playing with bubble wrap right now.
I can play with bubble wrap for hours, but I've never looked at bubble wrap and gone, "Do you know what? I would love to wear this bubble wrap."
Only as a fashionable hat.
However, new, the bubble wrap suit. Wear this fabulous suit to a party, and people won't be able to resist trying to pop all the bubbles.
So basically, it's like an assault incentive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, come at me, bros.
Well, also, you would just roll on the floor yourself anyway. Have you ever had a bath rug?
Whoa! You're having all the fun. Let me just have a...
No.
All right.
Have you ever had a bath rug and gone, "This isn't space enough"?
What space is in actual space?
What you need is the space rug. Keep warm and stay active, whether at home or far away with a soft... Basically...
What do you mean a space rug?
It's a towel. It's a bath towel that makes you look like a Jedi. So it's got a hood.
It's a Jedi. It's a Jedi dressing
gown.
But
they can't say Jedi because George Lucas will be on their ass quicker than,
This is brilliant.
Pig on shit. So they've called it a space rug. Have you ever been looking at drum kits and gone, "Do you know what? That's not, desktop enough."
Desktop drum kits have
what
been
you need
done.
is a desktop drum kit.
Oh, this is brilliant. A back scratcher.
Nice.
Enormous handkerchiefs. I'd argue an enormous handkerchief is a towel.
Anyway, yeah.
Or sell a handkerchief and call it a micro towel.
If there was literally...
But the thing is, some of these are quite brilliant. You could buy... If you bought me a wine bottle toilet brush, I would be rolling on the floor. That would be, quite brilliant. What else have we got in here?
Have you ever had an alarm clock?
Yes, I've had alarm clocks.
But do you know what? They're just not manly, are they?
Well, I don't really look for masculinity in my alarm clocks.
Do you not? Because what you need... Have you ever looked at your alarm clock and gone, "It's not gun enough"? What I need... What I need is an alarm clock.
That was the last thing I thought you were ever going to say.
What I need is an alarm clock shaped like a gun. This secret agent alarm clock. This may look like a gun, which it doesn't. It's a small plastic thing. But instead of firing bullets at the pull of the trigger, it projects the time in a fully digital display wherever you point it. Just set the alarm and put the gun under your pillow, the vibrating clock, and will buzz you awake.
Oh my god. So let's talk this through. You wake up in the morning, you pull out the gun that's under your pillow and you shoot the wall. Not for sale in USA.
Oh wow, they've clearly...
That is... Oh my gosh.
That was I love that.
I'm going to start looking at things now, wondering if they are gun enough for my needs. Gee, Mum, thanks for this alarm clock, but you know what? It's just not firepower. I did notice there's just something I wanted to mention here.
Sure, yeah.
I'm going to have to try later, You know, like, have you ever had a cap or a bandana?
Yeah, I wear caps and bandanas.
Do you wear caps and bandanas a lot, like a douchebag?
I mean... Who does that? Look, that's why I do a podcast, because if this was a TV show, people would just be like, douchebag.
Yeah. Do you ever wear caps and bandanas and think, you know what, I'm enjoying this kind of bandana?
I often think they're not hairy enough.
It expects you to have your own hair.
Yeah, it does really.
Well, fret no more, because give yourself a new head of hair with that crazy baseball caps and bandana. Whether you're bald or have a thick crop of your own hair, making these things fucking pointless.
Yeah, exactly.
These will give you a new style and create a laugh wherever you go.
Nice.
I wish I could buy a bandana that would create... People would just laugh at me openly for wearing it.
Do you ever have a pillow and think it's just not music? Well, what you need is the iMusic pillow. But being an... Well, I don't think it is an Apple product, so therefore it will actually work with other things.
It's not certified by Apple?
Do you know what? I was tying I've got Converse, so I've got quite a lot of laces.
Name drop, like it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like we're in iRobot all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Do you like my new shoes? Yeah. These are vintage Converse, leather
Instant classic.
2004, yeah. But I was doing my laces up and I was just like, if I was in the dark, this would be fucking difficult. Really, there was some way I could see my laces in the dark. Head torch, if you need a head torch, also offered in this magazine.
Oh, no, brilliant.
Light up laces, that's what you need.
I thought you were going to go glow in the dark. Did they actually light up?
LED laced.
Oh, yeah, Jesus. Yeah. That's actually... Oh, I don't know about that. What else have we got in here? No, get lost.
Have you ever been eating chocolate and gone, do you know what? This isn't Marmite enough for me.
I'm going to have to stop you there. I've had Marmite chocolate.
Have you? Is it
yes.
good?
Oh, have you ever taken a photo of a loved one? Like, a newborn baby or a loved relative?
Just you sleeping is what I mostly take a photo of.
Oh, I've got a few new ones to show you.
Oh, nice, great.
Have you ever, you got a photo of a loved one, love of your life, and you think, you know what, I wish I could put my coffee on this.
I think there aren't enough photos of your baby in this room.
Well, fret no more. With the new Photo Frame coasters, place favourite photos under the glass to create a unique set of coasters. Make a friend a personalised present. What else have we got in here? This toothpick looks like a flick knife.
Dear sweet mother of God.
Oh my God. Having not read this and just flicking through. If you imagine if somebody made a pocket flick knife about the same size as a USB with an actual jagged blade. Actually, that's not a toothpick. That's a prison shiv. They're advertising a shiv.
Here you are, Jamie. Have this toothpick.
Do you ever get bits stuck in your teeth and want to shiv your cellmate?
Do you ever look at the Rubik's Cubes and think, do you know what? These chests aren't hard enough.
Do you ever look at your mug and think, you know what? This just isn't grenade.
That's up there with the gun alarm clock.
Or also, are you ever drinking from a straw and think, you know what? I wish this straw was screaming.
Does it scream while you...
It does.
Screaming, oh my
Emits
God.
blood-curdling screams as you drink.
Have you ever, there's... Try and explain that to the listeners at home.
I don't know if I can.
Right, 5 stars. Customer rating 5 stars.
Right. Well, okay.
You wear glasses.
I wear glasses. I have a disability, a visual disability. When I take my glasses off at night, I put them next to my bed, just by the windowsill, and I have no problem with that
until I hide them while you sleep. Now.
But how much was that thing?
$12.50.
$12.50 is, it's quite expensive, and it's basically a chunk of wood.
For $12.50, you could get at least 2 copies of the most amazing YouTube videos ever, which is a book, by the way. So you would.
Well, now I need to stop googling amazing YouTube videos. When was it printed? 2003.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, this specs holder is a chunk of wood. You put your glasses on, and it looks kind of like a face, which is both pointless and terrifying. But $12.50. Well, I've got to say, I'm impressed. I'm kind. Can I, honest hand and heart, I found some things in there that I would buy my dad.
Does he like?
Not the prison shiv.
Does he like whittling?
Well, he likes it, but only if you've got it in a little book.
A little book of whittling.
The little book of whittling.
I would buy that. I was looking at that thinking.
How much is that?
I could whittle. $10.99.
Yeah, that's not bad.
50 Shades of Grey. 50 Sheds of Grey.
Wasted. Yeah, I see what they did there.
Sheds.
Yes, sheds.
Sheds. We've come full circle.
Have we?
Sheds. We've talked about in a podcast. 50 Shades of Grey. We've talked about in a podcast.
Have we talked about sheds?
This is the 50 Sheds of Grey. Remember that guy got a shed stolen?
I do. Excellent.
Erotica for the not too modern man. I do like this though. It's a prank gift box. So basically, you spend £4 on a box for something really shitty, and then you put the real present in it. But the real present they've advertised is a shirt and tie.
So what is this? It's disguise a present by making a boring one look more interesting or a tiny one look bigger with one of these hilarious prank gift boxes. Imagine the fun on Christmas Day. Oh, let's read this. Imagine the fun on Christmas Day or a birthday when a loved one opens the forearm mount Or a pet suite. So basically, you're right. It is just stupid presents
disguised as a shitty stupid
present. Disguised as a shitty stupid present.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all. Oh, sorry. Have you ever had a travel wash bag and thought this isn't football enough?
Well, I kind of, you could get a travel wash bag with your favourite football team on it.
Yeah.
Oh, an actual football, you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wonderful. So I can put in my expensive aftershave and then just boot it across the bathroom.
I think that was good.
I like that. I'm quite concerned that my alarm clock isn't gun enough now. I need to have a long discussion with the wife as how we can remedy this.
Presentsformen.co.uk if you're interested in it, or other present company online based magazines are available.
Yeah, it's actually got partner sites. It's got Presents for Men and Gifts for the Girls. I think that's one for next time,
next
maybe.
Week. Yeah.
Let's see what Presents for Men think are good gifts for the girls.
Thanks for listening. It's been good. I feel like we've rekindled our friendship that we didn't start with at the start of this episode.
I think so too. I'm actually looking through this now, genuinely thinking there are...
Oh yeah, have you ever had a tree but thought it could be more terrifying? Stick a face on it that could feed the
birds. I wish I could throw up links for this, but I don't really want to. I think it's the kind of thing that gets you taken down.
Yeah. Presentsformen.co.uk.
Not a sponsor, but if they are listening,
link in the description.
Absolutely.
Send us some more stuff to talk about. We will sell it well.
That was excellent.
So we've been No Laughing Matter.
I've been Jack. I still am Jack, and I'll probably be Jack tomorrow.
I don't know if I'll be done tomorrow. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We will see.
Depends how gun your alarm clock is in the morning. Exactly.
If I work on my Alan Rickman,
you got to work on your Alan Rickman.
Yours is way better. I think we should just leave it at yours.
No, brilliant.
Check us out at aimlowpro.com.
Yes.
All the old podcasts on there, as well as audio commentaries, which we might be doing another one of soon.
We've got a film lined up. Potentially,
we've got 2 films lined up.
We've got 2 because I pointed at a film and Don kind of looked at me like, we don't.
Okay, I'm going to briefly just quickly tell you. We've got Criminally Insane. Do you know what the other title for Criminally Insane was? Crazy Fat Ethel. So we'll be watching some Crazy Fat Ethel.
Excellent. I look forward to Crazy Fat Ethel. And we'll also be
watching
The Liquidator.
Coming to Aimlow Pro.
An action movie starring Vinnie Jones, I think, which doesn't really narrow it down, no. I know, but...
But yeah, that's great. Like us on Facebook. Go to Aimlow. We've got loads of podcasts on there, as well as lots of fun stuff I'm going to show you in a minute.
Don monitors the Twitter as well.
We're on Twitter, at Aimlow Pro. I'm not very good at Twitter, though, but...
You are not good at Twitter. It wasn't like 3 weeks ago I was supposed to be showing you how to tweet and do Twitters.
And you didn't.
And then I just stopped using Twitter.
And I've been doing everything else.
Yes. I told you I'm the talent.
Exactly. So feel free to check us out there, and we will see you another time.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Bye-bye.
To guarantee you safe delivery.